Meta has just banned Andrew Tate from all their services. Hey gamer girls, my name is Gunty and today we're going to break down Andrew Tate's ban, but before we get into it, please consider subscribing to my channel. It helps me out a lot and I would really appreciate it. That stuff makes my day. And with that, I'll get right back into it. So Andrew Tate is this very popular internet personality, celebrity, I say that all in quotes, but basically he's been taking over every single internet platform. He's on TikTok, he's on Instagram Live, Instagram Stories, he's on YouTube Shorts, and basically his kind of go-to content is this kind of clickbaity, saying outrageous things that 13-year-old edgelords would like. Stuff like, oh, it's a woman's job to make the man money and give free blowjobs all day long. All that kind of stuff that to a regular person with real human connections is rather outrageous stuff, but to someone who's completely unhinged maybe makes a little bit of sense. Granted, maybe every once in a blue moon he says something that's correct and right, but that's obviously very rare. I don't think any of his fans are like super well-adjusted humans. But I think most people just kind of like watching him as kind of this car wreck kind of thing. Like, oh my god, I can't believe he just said that kind of stuff. Kind of how like in the early 2000s, Eminem was kind of popular. One, for being a good rapper, but he would also just say crazy shit about, you know, school shooting survivors and stuff like that. And people like a provocateur. People like people that shake things up, that say things you're not supposed to say. And so he's developed kind of a fan base, and he's made money off this fan base by starting this multi-level marketing scheme where he creates this content, his fans clip it and not sell it, but they post it up and they get ad revenue and the money goes back to Andrew Tate. And it's one big circle of making Andrew Tate money, but it also has promoted him and put him on this like pedestal of like a marketing genius, because he went from basically this nobody kickboxer, weird MMA kind of guy to someone who everybody can recognize him and see him and all this kind of stuff, and definitely made him a bunch of money. I'd imagine that they'd be teaching this stuff in marketing classes for the next 10 years on how to market yourself on the internet and make money. It's been if there's one thing I gotta commend the guy on, it is that his marketing has been fantastic. He definitely has thought all of this stuff out before doing it. But anyway, recently he's been banned from all Meta platforms, so Instagram, Facebook, which is a really big deal because those are two places that circulates his stuff all the time. Like I said before, those short form content like the Instagram shorts, and I think Facebook has a version. I don't use Facebook because I'm not a racist old lady, but I think Facebook has a TikTok-ish type feature. That's his bread and butter. Outside of that, all he really does is go on your favorite podcast or whatever and does an interview and does bullshit. I think he does debates and stuff online too. He's really taken over the podcast world. Your favorite podcast has either had him as a guest or has spent 30 minutes talking about him, it looks like. But anyway, he got banned. I don't think Meta has given any reasoning as to why. I would imagine it probably falls under two categories. Either his stuff has been considered hate speech, like, you know, some of the stuff he says about women has been taken and they've said that this violates terms of service. Maybe his multi-level marketing scheme that he's running violates terms of service, which is a possibility. I'm sure there's a rule on Facebook that says you can't run a pyramid scheme through Facebook. Or maybe they just don't want to deal with this guy. They're sick of him. They don't want to see his stuff on their platform. They don't like it. It doesn't convey the message they want to put out there. They don't want their platform being seen as this misogynist edgelord kind of thing. What do I think about this? I'm conflicted. Mainly because, for one, I don't want to see Andrew Tate anymore. I'm kind of getting sick of it. For whatever reason, he's the master of the algorithm. I see him everywhere. But at the same time, I also think that you shouldn't ban people on the internet. I grew up with the old internet where you could say whatever you want with complete anonymity. on forums and stuff like that. So it really is, it's conflicting to me, and I'm sure it's conflicting to a lot of you too, unless maybe you are an Andrew Tate fan, and you're like, no, put him back, I'm angry about this is censorship. It's a tough debate, and really you could come at this and debate this for hours, whether or not it was right for him to be banned. But ultimately, I want to know what you guys think. Do you think that it's good that he got banned? Do you think it's bad? Are you sick of seeing this guy like I am? Do you feel conflicted about it? Because I don't like that he's being banned, because that opens the door for other people who maybe don't say things as egregious as Andrew Tate start getting banned. But maybe it's a couple notches down. Maybe it's another comedian like an Anthony Jeselnik who makes, controversial statements as a key to their comedy, or like a Sam Hyde, who I guess has already been basically canceled from everything. But it'll be interesting to see. Let me know what you guys think down below. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.